welcome back to the Cotton Trail on this really windy day. So we had storms last night, not really bad ones. I know we're in Arkansas, but those hit elsewhere. And we're supposed to get some more storms tonight and in the morning. It's really windy, but I thought I'd bring you down and kind of do a tour of the greenhouse and what we have planted. Sorry if this is affecting my sound. So this is our greenhouse. It's just built into our fence on the front. We come around the side. It still has metal. My husband built this for me and I just absolutely love it. I think it's so beautiful. And then we'll back up. I've got these plants holding it open because it's really hot today. It's 70 something degrees, so it gets even hotter in there. And this is what it looks like. This side has full sun. We've got no metal at the bottom here. On this side, okay, wait a second, just intro here. I filmed this the other day before we had this shelf in and forgot to plug in my microphone, so I actually got another shelf in before I got to record this for real. But we have these two shelves on this side, a tall shelf back here, and then one shelf over here. We're planning on putting another shelf up here to match the other side. If you know me, then you know that I start extra plants to sell, usually tomato plants. I do start pepper plants every year. This year my pepper plants took forever to germinate, it seemed. I think it was just entirely too cold in my house. It wasn't like super cold, but it was probably too cold for my pepper plants. But they finally started and they're taking off. Whenever I recorded this a few days ago, they didn't have any true leaves, and now they do. And I'm going ahead and show that to you. Look, jalapenos. These are also jalapenos. I started these to sell. If they don't take off and look good, then I won't sell them. And I will only be able to offer, you know, what does look good. I did buy some pepper plants. This is a dill plant. They're all bell peppers because my bell peppers took forever to start. They took even longer. And some of them never did even germinate. But I did buy pepper plants. Bell pepper plants specifically. These are sweet banana peppers. I bought them water, so if we look in there, there's water in here. Just watered last night. Now this one doesn't have anything, but this one does. So they're starting to get their true leaves as well. This heat's been really good for them. And then some California Wonder bell peppers. Right here we have something beautiful, pink hollyhocks that are started. Casper eggplant. I've never grown eggplant. And none of my Casper eggplants germinated, but my long purple ones did. Then I have cayennes. This is actually my favorite pepper that I grow, is cayennes. I like to just can them and we use them in spaghetti and things like that. And then some jalapeno spice, some pumpkin spice jalapenos. I don't know why I said jalapeno spice. These are some more bell pepper plants that I purchased, and this is an oregano plant. I didn't start any herbs on time this year, so I'm just leaving it at that. Over here I have some of my strawberries. Same thing over there. They're all the same. These came from Stark Bros, and I had really, really good success with these whenever I started them. If you look, I've got one that didn't take off. Just one here, and I think there's one over in this. Oh, there's two over in this other one. I'll show you. Out of 50 plants. So I'm going to call that a win. Like I said, I ordered those on Stark Bros this year. I ordered them, I think I ordered them in March, and I got them right after that and started them in my house. Strawberry plants do okay being cold, so you can plant them out. You can actually plant them dormant and just have them outside. At least in my area you can. It's not super cold usually here. But these are everbearing, and I thought while I'm talking about it anyways, I'll go ahead and tell you, if you're going to do strawberry plants, make sure of what you want. If you want a strawberry that's going to produce less at once but more throughout the season, you know, maybe start producing in June and end in the fall time, then you want an everbearing plant. If you want a plant that's going to give you a big bumper crop, so say you're making jams or jellies or whatever kind of preserves, then you want a June bearing plant. And these are all June bearing. My goal is to be completely covered up in berries. I do have some everbearing strawberry plants that are outside. Like I said, I killed a lot of those last year. I may order some more. I'm not 100% sure on that. But My goal is to be completely covered up in berry plants. I showed you my blueberry plants that I started up at the house, and I told you about my raspberries and things, and I did up-pot those. My berry patch still isn't ready, so they may have to be up-potted again, but that's okay, that's okay. I just want the berry plants. I can plant them in the fall if it comes to that. I'll go ahead and show you my berry plants down here. Now this one was looking kind of piddly, so this is what sparked me to up-pot these, but I'm going to leave this alone because it may still pop up from the root. I'm not sure. This is a grapevine. This is a grapevine. This is a red raspberry plant. These kind of sprouted in my house and did not like going in the greenhouse with all the sun. This one too. See, there's two of them. But this is a red raspberry. This is a blackberry plant. I only have two of these right now. This is a red raspberry. He may come back, I'm not sure. Oh look, little life right there. We'll just cover them up and let them shoot up out of there. This got broke off, so I'm very glad to see a little life. This one also got broke off. I think my kids did this, broke these off, but they do send up shoots from their roots, and we're going to just let that go. This one was broken right after I got it, but it's a blackberry plant. Again, little shoot coming up. And these two are, this is a red raspberry, this is a black raspberry. It's got a blue tag, it's a black raspberry. Oh, there's the other one. I said red raspberry, but it's a black raspberry. If you have raspberry plants, these will have to be separated whenever it's time, whether they go in pots or whatever. They'll have to be separated because you want to plant your black raspberries at least 75 to 100 feet away from your red raspberries, because black raspberries are really susceptible to diseases, and you don't want to kind of bring that disease in and give it a home and give it the opportunity to spread to your red or gold or purple raspberries. Black raspberries separate. Remember that. I have some onions. Now I got these started late, and I've said that before. These will go out in kiddie pools probably this weekend as well. Hopefully I'll have a video up for you next week. But these will go out in some kiddie pools to grow, and some of them will obviously have to go in the ground. Horsefly. Did you guys see that? Some of them will have to go in the ground. Then this is something I would love to talk about. These are squash. These are yellow squash. And over here I have a tray of silver slicer cucumbers and more yellow squash. Now I sell plants, and I will sell you these squash plants if you really want them. But while we're here and we're thinking about it, I thought I'd tell you. Squash and cucumbers and melons. I also have melons. I'll show you. These are all strawberry watermelons, which are my favorites. And then these are butternut, orange butternut squash, Kajari melons. That's a zinnia. Honeydew melons. This is zucchini that didn't sprout. I'm gonna have to get some more started, and I have plenty of time. Now I'm starting those inside, knowing full well that cucumbers and melons specifically don't like having their roots disturbed. I will sell you these plants if you really, really want them. Everybody asks for them. It seems like people kind of get a little bit frustrated when you don't necessarily have them to sell them. That's what people want here. They want squash, they want a big red tomato, and they want some jalapenos. That's what most people ask for. Oh, and a cucumber. But cucumbers and melons don't like to have their roots disturbed. And it's not really economical to buy them. Maybe you're a cucumber plant, but it's going to get a slow start once you plant it out. I know that I'm going to be putting some of those in the ground. I'm also going to start some from seeds. And then watermelon plants are going to be really slow too. Now, specifically with your watermelon plants, guys, you can purchase a pack of seeds for $4 and get between 15 and 20 seeds, and those seeds will last you for a very long time. Those plants that I just showed you, my strawberry watermelons, those seeds came from packets that are, I've had them for like 3 years. They'll say they're packaged for the year that you get them, no matter where you get them from, but if you store them properly, then you should still have seeds. And I feel like it is the only responsible thing to tell you on your watermelon plants and your cucumber plants and even your squash plants if you have a longer season. Now, if you have a short season, it may be different. But if you have a long season, buy those seeds. That's going to make you so much. Like my family of 7 people only needs a few squash plants. So those 15 seeds are going to give me 5 rounds of squash. 5 years of squash unless I like kill them and have to start more seeds. I have a long season and I can do that. But I can just poke those in the ground, protect them from the rabbits, protect them from the bugs, and I'm gonna have squash. On your watermelon plants, you're gonna get one really nice watermelon. It's probably gonna be your first one if you take care of it properly and it's fed properly. That goes for whether you start seeds or not. So you can get one really nice watermelon plant and then maybe a couple of small ones. So you might get your money worth out of your watermelon plant. But for that same money, you can purchase a pack of seeds and get significantly more watermelons. Those things, they do not like having their roots disturbed. So there is a good chance that you're going to shock it, if not kill it, whenever you do plant it. So I will have those for sale, but just know it may be a better decision for you to go ahead and plant those from seed. I'll sell them to you, but buy the seed packets, guys. Now, some good places to get seeds that I have used is Baker Creek. That's a really popular one. It's in Missouri, kind of near where my husband is from. So you have Baker Creek. I've used Fruition Seeds and gotten good success with them. I have used Hudson Valley Seeds. I have used Harris Seeds. Now they have a lot of hybrids, and if you want hybrids that are just like production crops, then that's great. Now you can't really save this, well, let me back up. You can save the seeds from those, but you can't really expect necessarily to get the same fruit the following year or the same type of fruit. If you save a tomato seed from a hybrid tomato plant, you'll still get a tomato. If the plant grows, you'll still get a tomato, but it won't necessarily be the same as the parent plant. Now, what I grow here is their heirlooms. Oh, M.I. Gardner. I really love M.I. Gardner. Their seed packets are only $2 a pack. And, I mean, other than that, go to your local hardware store. Go to your local feed store. They'll have seeds. Your Walmart, your standard grocery store, those are all going to have seeds this time of year, and it's a great time to buy them and put them up. Even Dollar General carries seeds, and I've had germination out of Dollar General seeds and grown plants from Dollar General seeds. So totally buy the seeds on maybe not your tomatoes or your pepper plants. You need 6 weeks before your last frost to extend, or before your last frost to extend your growing season. But those other ones with the short growing season, just buy the seeds. It will save you so much money in the long run. Now, over here we got the fun stuff. So these are mine. These are Brandywine tomatoes. So I've got yellow Brandywine, red Brandywine, black icicle. This one is new to me. For some reason these ones came up really spindly. It was a different bag of potting mix, so I'm wondering if that's it. And then I've got some gray zebra. Now, the Brandywine is a potato leaf variety. I've never grown Brandywines or any potato leaves before. I've never actually grown any of these plants, but you can see the difference here in the type of leaves. And then I have a rosemary plant that I think I killed, but we'll see, because it's still got some green on it. I'm hopeful. May have killed it. Now this is more of what people expect in my area. So I buy these tin pans right here, and I can reuse these for growing things, like broadcast seeding things. My hope is to get some reusable pots similar to this, maybe smaller, that can fit in there, that I can bottom water with. And I just didn't have the time or the money to do that this year, but it's okay. So these are Romas. These are probably mostly going to be mine, and we can talk about why I'm doing so many Romas this year, because I have another pan of those. They're right here, and they're all going to be up potted here soon. And they did get a little beat up by the wind. We can plant those deep. They'll grow back with even stronger, so they're fine. These are Abe Lincolns. Now these are going to be kind of your big red beefsteak tomato. This is what people expect in my area, this tomato right here. A lot of people ask for things like Better Boys. That is a hybrid. This is an heirloom, so as long as you can protect the blossoms on these and, you know, make sure that they don't get cross-pollinated with anything else, you can seed save from these and expect an Abe Lincoln tomato. This is also an heirloom. It's a classic beefsteak. It's another, you know, beefsteak tomato, slicing tomato. Right here we have the Purple Cherokee. It's a beefsteak. It's popular. It's even gotten to where you can find these kind of in big box stores now. But people do like these. They're a big beefsteak, but they've got kind of a purple hue to them. They got a more savory flavor than the red tomatoes. I really like purple tomatoes. I'll have these for sale. These are Tommy Toe tomatoes, little classic Tommy Toes. Little red tomatoes about this big. And these are pretty popular. And then these are black cherries. Now, not super popular around here that I know of. Nobody's ever asked me for them, but this is my family's favorite snacking tomato. And then here we have some more peppers. These are cayennes. It's not gonna hurt my feelings if these don't sell, because I will grow all the cayennes this year and be fine with that. I think that's about it that's in here. And I'll be potting those tomato plants hopefully sometime this week and get you a video out on how to do that and what I do exactly. So I'll be able to show you that, and we'll talk tomatoes more a little bit then. And let's see. And then hopefully this weekend I'll be able to get those strawberry beds planted, you know, ready and planted, and show you guys how to do that too. So I'll see you next time.